ServiceNow, Jira Service Management, and Zendesk are great tools, but they charge per user per month. For small business, that's expensive. So I built this ServiceNow style IT help desk that runs entirely on M365 you already pay for. It uses SharePoint, Power Automate, and the Copilot Studio agent. There's no extra ticketing license. And I didn't build it by hand. AI agents did. Copilot Cowork is my PM and dev. It researched, planned, built, and ran the project with a Claude agent in parallel. The agents are equipped with FlowStudio MCP to deliver Power Automate flows or use Flow as the execution tool. I just supervise. The shape is straightforward. A user submits a ticket in a SharePoint hosted portal. The Power Automate flow files and calls a Copilot Studio triage agent. The agent validates the request, checks the knowledge base, and decides whether to ask the user for more details or propose a change. A manager receives an approval request in Teams, and with one-tap approval, a scoped robot will make the change in Microsoft 365 via Graph API or Azure function from Power Automate. The agent only reads, it proposes, and never really touches the execution. Earlier today, I created this Copilot test user using the ticketing system, and I also added a user to a SharePoint site ITSM, this one. Now I'm going to submit a ticket to remove Copilot test user from this group. The ticket is now submitted. The data is pending. Let's wait a bit. Now check the ticket. I can see it has been submitted. It has been validated and is waiting for the triage automation. Approval request just came in. Take a look and then I approve. After approval, we can see the related workflow is created and there is one provisioning job. Now refresh the ticket. I can see it has been resolved. Group remove member action has succeeded. Let me check on SharePoint. ITSM SharePoint members. Copilot test user is no longer there. Before we started any code, I had Cowork research how other platforms work. Cowork read the technical documents and turned that into a build plan and the SharePoint data model that the whole system runs on. That's a PM half of the job Cowork performed. Then Cowork built it. I didn't write any flows, and there are more than 20 production Power Automate flows. Every one of them was written by AI agents. Cowork could build them because I gave it the FlowStudio MCP server plugin. Cowork can build its own helper flows, basically the hands it uses to ship and patch the system itself. For example, Cowork built a GitHub process flow that runs a GitHub pipeline to ship SPFX front-end patches straight to the helper desk portal. This is the dashboard employees actually use to raise and track the tickets. See how I found the front-end issue and Cowork fixed it with the helper flow. In execution, Cowork didn't get the payload right the first time, but it pulled the previous run history, saw exactly which action failed, and self-healed. That's the visibility FlowStudio MCP gives it. Cowork also manages itself. It builds this Kanban as a SharePoint list and wakes up every hour, checks the board, picks a task, does it, and updates the status. A lot of this system was built while no one was watching. Cowork also documented what it built, a SharePoint inventory of every flow, each with a dedicated page, and it tested the work end-to-end to a reusable testing skill it wrote that defines done. The whole chain runs from a real ticket and the change is confirmed live in the tenant. A flow that just reports succeeded or the approval card still sitting in the queue doesn't count. In our approach, letting an AI build and run your help desk is safe because of this rule. We let the agent propose, a human is gated to approve, and execution is through a narrowly scoped service principle via the approved flow action. We use 6 service principles and 1 permission area for each. So even if one executor is compromised, it can only affect its own area. We also keep a single kill switch, one config flag that stops all execution instantly. You can find more details in our open GitHub repo if you want to try it out. Thanks for watching.